Hey folks, it's us, podcasting wonderkins John Bishop and Lucas Southworth.
Although this is a podcast about cars, it is not age appropriate for the target demographic of these films, as we usually end up talking about the reproductive organs of Lightning McQueen.
Alright, now let's take a look under the hood. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Chat. It is the only podcast, well, period now. Some scientists are working on a theory that we're the only podcast to ever exist, but until they have some more information, suffice it to say we're the only podcast brave enough to ask the question, hey, what's up with cars? I'm Lucas Southworth, and John Bishop, straight up, isn't here. If you listened last week, you'll know we did some Cars D&D stuff that just went much too long, so we decided to split it into 2 episodes. So what you're about to hear is the second half of our weird homebrew Cars D&D session that we did with my girlfriend Liz and John's wife Lizzie. I believe where we left off, so some folks had just kidnapped Lightning McQueen, some ne'er-do-wells, and we had captured one of them and interrogated him on the location, and he had mentioned something about the docks and also maybe Back to the Future. I haven't edited the episode yet, so I honestly don't really remember where we left off. This is, in fact, Future Lucas. We always refer to Future Lucas being the editor. So that's who this is. Also, I guess, the first appearance of Future Lucas. Anyway, I don't know. I guess that's it. Here's the episode, starting, I think, with me talking some more, but not now, in the past. Like a week ago, you all get it. I say, they're at a dock. The ocean, probably. Is there docks at this ocean you speak of?
There are a few docks nearby. It'll be like a few mile trip.
Who is they? Says Tank.
The people who took Lightning, bud.
Lightning's gone?
And then Sarge seems to be perked. Lightning's gone? Oh no, they got him.
Sarge, how did you not know this?
Well...
Like, listen, I'm getting a hang of how to interact with...
He seems to tuck...
Treadly tanks.
He seems to tuck behind himself a drink that he had been drinking.
What a weird implication you've made about Sarge from Cars, but okay.
It's not that he's an alcoholic, it's that he, had gone to get a drink while all of this was happening.
Got it.
And, he rarely ever drinks because things like this always happen when he does. But he was just, trying to relax. And this is why he's not a relaxed person.
That's fair.
Because whenever he relaxes, things happen. And it's not even bad things, just interesting things happen.
Do I think I could pick up Treadles the tank here?
Not a chance.
Okay.
If you could not get him a mile.
Okay. How are we gonna, I relay the information mostly to JB, but also to you out of courtesy. Mm-hmm. And, I think it would probably be a good idea to have some muscle with us, but, we gotta get there kind of quick, and I don't think quick's really in good old Tank's wheel bag.
Can we ask the hippie van if he's got anything to make Tank go fast?
Oh, no.
I mean, sure, man. What do you want?
We have established performance-enhancing fuel in this universe.
Yeah, you don't got any steroids up in there?
I mean, steroids aren't really gonna help, man. Those are kind of longer term than you want to get up and go.
You got a speed booster up in there?
I got about 7 of them.
Man. All right, give him 2.
All right. So at this point, I will just as a DM kindness. You are a spy. You have an organization that can help you travel. You can just call them up, give them a report, and then they can bring you somewhere.
All right. But I want to bring Tank and...
You can ask them to bring them.
All right, I'm going to go... Hey, I got to go to the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
an understandable thing, as pooping does exist in this universe. John and I have
There we
fully
go.
decided.
Yes.
All right, I go find a bathroom so I can call my superiors.
You can't get a signal because the place is made of concrete. All right, you find a place to call, and you call, and you give them the report, and what do you ask them for?
I need to take a tank and a helicopter to the docks.
All right, and they tell you a location to go. It's about half a mile away, and once you get there, you will be transported to your dock.
Right.
As long as you can tell them which dock you are going to.
Marty Dock.
Marty Dock?
Dock Marty?
Dock Marty?
Yeah.
They don't seem to know anything about what you're talking about.
Are the docks numbered?
They are not numbered, but they are named.
I don't know, man. Are there? Can you tell us the names, and then we can guess which one is Back to the Future themed?
I know a Doc. He was a race car.
That's true.
What about Doc McStuffins?
That's in Hornet.
Hudson. Doc, DeLorean.
I like racing.
All right, do you want to hear the names?
Yes.
All right. There's the Golden Pier. There is the Silversmith Dock. There is the Fisherman's Point, and there is the Single Pine Dock.
Single Pine. That's a Back to the Future thing. I'm almost certain. I'm not. I almost just Googled it, forgetting we were playing a game, and that would fully be cheating. I'm almost certain Single Pine is a Back to the Future reference, because it was one thing, and then Marty hit a tree and knocked it down. It was Two Pine. Now it's Single Pine. I've seen Back to the Future. It's exactly the same in this universe.
Do I know this information?
Go ahead and roll for skill.
9.
9. That sounds right.
All right.
Can Freddy roll with advantage since he apparently knows
Yep.
pop culture? That's going to be a full 12.
All right, you know for a fact that Single Pine is a reference to that movie.
Hell yeah. We're going to Single Pine. I'm not here, but...
You are not able to communicate this to each other as you have gone away.
I scream.
If I rolled 9, then I would guess it was.
Just
I'd
in
guess
general.
it's Single
I
Pine.
don't know. He could hear.
You guess it's Single
I'm
Pine?
going to tell them I guess it's Single Pine.
All right, sure, that works. You did
Great.
get an inkling that would make sense.
Yep.
You go ahead and tell them Single Pine, and they tell you a place to go to be picked up and dropped off.
Hey guys, we have to go half a mile this way, and they'll take us where we need to go.
Who's they?
Let's go. Roll out.
I fly.
Friends.
You have been
Fly-
given fuel
Fly out, roll out.
You've been given fuel by Fillmore at the request of your friends.
Friends! Zoom.
Oh, yes. Did we
Do
give
you
him
know
the
where I'm
drugs?
going?
Did we give Tank the drugs?
Yes.
Oh.
I've zoomed in a direction. I've already made the decision. I hope it's correct.
All right, you're not gonna follow anyone.
Look,
told
JB
me
did
no.
point, I remember
I
they
zoomed where
said,
JB
yeah.
I did
points.
point.
All right, go ahead and roll for body twice. The first time will be for body. The second time will be for control.
Uh-oh. 10 is the first one.
All right,
Gosh. Oh no. 9 is the second one.
9, and was that a 1?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, so you move twice as fast as you normally would, and unable to prevent yourself from doing so, you plow into a wall straight through said wall in the direction you are headed,
Wow.
going much faster than a tank ever should. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll. All right, you take 2 points of damage from plowing into a concrete wall.
What does that mean from body?
Yep, so I think you've taken 4 total.
Oh lord.
But if you went to your pit crew, you could have had the other 2 repaired, so you're just at 6 instead.
Okay.
But that doesn't change her modifier, right?
No.
It's still, okay.
How do I heal?
Big group.
Pit crew?
Are they coming with me?
No.
What are we gonna do?
You're gonna
Well,
be
you
fine.
have
You
now
have so much.
just zoomed into a direction of a place to be picked up. That is all you know. And you have been left behind by the world's fastest tank at this point.
Do I fly much faster than JB flies?
Yes.
Probably.
Are you cool with me hooking you on to my grapple so we don't lose tank, because gosh knows we could lose tank
Yeah,
pretty
just
easy.
know I got shooters.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go. Hook me up.
Before you leave, Sarge hands you specifically a missile to give to his new friend.
Can I carry a missile?
You can carry it, but you can't use it.
I know, but am I transporting this missile so Tank can
to
have
give
it?
to Tank, yes.
All right, so it's
And,
like in my claws.
Fillmore also gives both of you some interesting fuel.
I'm not surprised. Did you just have a missile?
He shrugs.
Somehow. Yeah, we follow tank. I assume even a double speed tank, a helicopter is faster than.
Let's roll and find out.
Okay. Body?
All right, body. Yep.
Nope, don't worry about it. Yep.
7. What'd you get?
I got 7.
And what'd you get?
I got
Be 14.
14. All right. So the thing about your flight speed is it's double what you roll and have. So yours is 14, but unfortunately you got 14, and that's doubled because of this fuel.
Oh, man.
So if you want to expend a fuel, which you can do, and it will double your speed, but you don't have to.
No, I'm just going to get there after.
I don't know where to stop though.
Can I shout at Tank at this point, or is Tank
Tank's way
gone?
too far.
Okay.
If you're not using your super fuel.
I'll use the super fuel.
All right, so now you're traveling at the exact same speed and are like neck and neck. Boy, howdy. All right, you each have, like, all three of you, well, you two have 2 more charges of your super fuel, and you have 3 charges of your super fuel. All right.
When we need to stop, I shout at Tank, stop, 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 stop!
And luckily there's nothing in the sky, or I would make you roll for control. All right, so when you reach your destination, you have reached a train station.
Cool.
All right.
What's gonna? You said we're gonna get picked up. I can just fly. I don't really.
We need Tank.
No, I know, but I'm saying I don't need to get on whatever train this is. You guys can get on there, and I can fly.
Are we getting on a train?
I mean, we're at a train
Are you?
station.
All right. Do I see any of my guys?
You see an empty place, like an empty kiosk that seems to be very familiar. It's where it looks like the kind of kiosk that your business typically operates with.
All right. I will be right back. I go over to the kiosk.
All right.
Fully in view of us.
Yes.
You go over to the kiosk and you see the screen in front of you. There's just an option of, will you be traveling with us today? And there's yes, no, and then there's a fill in your own answer.
Fill in my own answer. Yes, but with a tank.
All right. You type that in, and then it just like does a weird loading screen for a second. And then it says, place fork on screen.
Put my fork on the screen.
All right. And then it scans your fork, and then all of a sudden, a hole opens up into the ground for what seems to be a much larger train that seems to be underground. It seems to be a bullet train, or a hyper train, if you will, but much larger.
But like they can't fit in this kiosk, right?
You're not going in the kiosk, you're going underground
the
into
hole.
the hyper train that's very large.
So they can fit in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi guys. We rolling.
All right.
I guess
Do you all get into it?
Yeah, get into the train.
All right.
Get on the train.
You all get into the train.
I really hate it because I'm a helicopter and I don't want to be underground.
I also don't want to be in a train.
It closes, it seals, and then some nice entertainment happens. You get like a nice comfy experience with like soothing music and like little appetizers, but unfortunately the ride only lasts about 3 minutes till you're at your destination, which should have taken probably a good 30 minutes to an hour to get to.
So not worth taking the interesting fuel during that trip to really relax.
Can I heal?
I mean, there's no pit crew.
You'll be fine. You
If-
you have
if
more
she takes
than
1 point of damage, she's dead.
That's true.
yeah,
You can take 6 of those, and you have a lot more armor.
All right.
and your armor's still 8.
Right.
You have arrived at the Single Pine.
We go to it.
You see one boat that seems to be being loaded up with a mysterious crew, and as soon as anyone spots you, they begin rushing, and they immediately try to embark.
I mean, we got to get Tank on there. Like, we can follow it, but
I turn into a boat.
yeah, great. But we still gotta get Tank on the boat.
Tank, shoot your missile.
Honestly,
Fireworks missile.
No.
Distracting.
honestly,
No?
just shoot the boat.
Just shoot the boat.
Shoot the boat.
Shoot the boat. Is it a big boat?
It's
Is
a
lightning
fairly
on the
large
boat?
You see a large box that seems to be the same design as the garages, but much smaller.
Lightning's probably in that boat.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't know that, but
I wouldn't be able to lift the lightning box, or would I?
You would not be able to lift the box.
Would be able to lift the lightning, probably, so I just need to get him.
You wouldn't be able to transport him very far, but you might be able to get him off the ground.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
very far, short distance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a large-ish boat, so I wouldn't be able to grapple it from going, probably. If I'd have to, like...
Probably not.
Yeah. Gotta get Tank there. Hey, Tank?
Mm-hmm.
You still got that Go Fast stuff?
Do I have go fast?
You have 2 more go fast.
Does it seem like Tank could get there in time with a Go Fast?
They're just about to leave, so if you were to try to, you would probably have to find some sort of ramp to get onto the boat, as they have just started pulling away the way to get onto the boat.
Can
You
I
also have super fuel.
can I use the super fuel to pick up things better?
Who knows? Moving your propellers twice as fast would generate twice as much thrust, theoretically.
Okay, sure. I take the super fuel.
All right, you
Yeah.
take the super fuel. All right, now you're going to have to roll for control and for body anytime you want to perform a body action.
Okay, sure. I won't pick up with the Tank.
All right,
Wow.
you're being picked up.
Hey, Tank, you remember how you were flying?
I'm flying.
Want
And you're a boat.
Yep.
All right,
I want to try to get Tank over the boat so I can then drop Tank onto the boat.
go ahead.
Roll.
Yep, roll for body and control.
Body is a 7.
7. All right, 7. That is body. Well, that's double, so that is 14. It would normally be a hard task, which is 12. So yeah, you picked him up and you were able to carry him.
What
Now roll for control.
Wow.
do I use skill for that?
Nope. You roll for yeah, I think so. Yeah, roll skill.
Cool. What is that? Oh, 12.
12. All right. That is 24. So you are able to easily, precisely place this vehicle that you have lifted that you should not be capable of lifting. Unfortunately, instead of lasting a few rounds because you have expended the fuel lifting a tank,
Yeah.
it is over.
Reasonable.
All right.
Tank,
You are now on a boat.
don't
Boat.
hurt
After-
the box. Hurt anyone else you want.
Wow.
You are surrounded by a bunch of strange-looking vehicles.
Car drive.
Treader tank.
Is that you're
I'm
just
gonna-
gonna say treader tank?
Yeah.
You gonna hit one with your big hammer, buddy?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna hit one with your hammer. Go ahead and roll body.
Okay. And this is 8.
Yeah.
11.
All right. 11. Yep. You hit one with body. It is flattened immediately. There are 5 more, and they have begun opening fire. All right.
I'm shooting at him
You're shooting at them.
from
Your
the water.
boat, which means if you're in the water, they're gonna be a little bit too high up for you to shoot.
Alright.
You could fly.
Alright, can I fly up there and shoot from the air?
Yep. Fly up and shoot from the air.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and try that. Roll for skill.
Nice.
All right. What'd you get?
11.
11. All right. You have opened fire. Are you firing at 1, 2, or 3?
3.
You're firing at 3, then it would be at disadvantage. If it's
Well,
at
then
2,
2.
then it's just that. All right. So you have fired, and you have just decimated 2 of them.
Alright.
All right. 2 of them have been shot to death. 1 of them has been crushed to death.
I liked the water stuff I did earlier, so I want to try to pick one up, put them in the drink.
All right. Go ahead and roll for skill.
Ooh, that's a 12
That is a 12.
with a 6.
All right.
One
Well,
less.
you have just grappled and thrown one across into the water very easily, and because they did so poorly, you can do it again.
I haven't used my weird rotor thing, so I want to do that.
All right, go ahead.
I have extra back rotors that I can shoot out like Naruto shurikens.
Mhm.
Skill,
Yep.
that's a 9.
All right. And that is, well, they're just, you bisected one of them, cut them right in half.
If I've counted correctly, that's all 5, bud.
There were 6.
Okay, well, got
All
me
right.
there.
And now there is one that is opening fire, and then he stops as he notices that a bunch of people have just all died, and then he tries to escape inside the boat.
That's a very effective Option
Hammer?
against me.
All right. He is trying to escape you. Do any of you, each of you just, do you have more than 6 skill?
I got 6
Nope.
exactly.
6 exactly?
Yeah.
All right, then he just barely manages to get away. He is now inside the boat. You see that Lightning's box is there. You don't know if Lightning's inside, but you know that there is the box there. And you don't know what else is going on. You do hear a kerfuffle coming from inside the boat.
JB, see if you can get that box open. Tank, watch where he went, and if anyone comes out, hit him real hard, unless it's Lightning McQueen. Don't hit Lightning McQueen. I've said it 3 times now. Don't hit Lightning McQueen. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pry that box open.
I'm going to try and pry the box open. Okay, go ahead and roll for skill.
3,
8. All right, you do not manage to get it open.
Right.
All right.
Can I try with my grappling hook? So-
You could?
Yeah, sure. Why not? That's no.
Nope.
Did Tank do like a light hammer tap?
No, I don't
It
think
probably
Tank
crushed
can.
the
That's a good
box.
idea.
Nope.
Right.
We can just wait and try it again.
Can we like yell at the box?
You
Oh,
can.
yeah. See if-
Lightning, you in there?
Wow, you're here to help me. Wow. Please save me. Wow.
I'm gonna go lightning and then drive that way.
Okay. I guess now I will watch the door. Prepare an action, if
All
to
right.
use another term. Ready to go for it.
All right, you hear a strange noise coming from behind you all on the boat near the front. Something begins moving, and a large hatch seems to be opening, and a very large lift seems to be rising with another very large vehicle. On the front of this vehicle, you see one word: Banshee.
Oof.
Lucas, you hear some noise coming from that door. You hear it seems like quite a few people.
Can I try to shoot one of my rotors into like a gear or something to stop it from the lift from lifting it up so he can't like get out
All of
effectively?
the gears and rotors are inside of the boat.
Ugh. But a door is opened up to the inside of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I can't jam anything with my cool
The
rotor.
lift is underneath it.
Fine, whatever. It was a cool idea when everyone thinks so. I don't know. Was the Banshee, does it have like a wrecking ball?
Yep.
Okay. I want to shoot one of my rotors at the chain, see if I can sever that, get
Alright.
that out of the way.
Go ahead and roll for skill. Gosh.
8.
Ooh, you actually, it doesn't seem to detach, but you did seemingly hurt it. You fling it, and it hits, and it shatters the rotor that you have sent its way, but at the same time, a little bit just does seem to like graze and break into its shell just a little bit.
Okay, cool. There's a big thing. Oh, tank. See that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot it.
Okay. Shoot at the thing.
All right. Before you are able to do that, I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative.
We haven't been in combat.
This is the official start of combat.
It's gonna be a long episode. Is that just a flat roll? Do we add
It's
anything
plus
to it?
body.
Plus body.
Nice.
6.
10.
Also 10.
Got a tiny body here.
All right.
Does Lizzie get double damage if she sneak attacks?
If she sneak attacks, no, she does get advantage though.
Okay.
If I get any damage, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
No, double damage against them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you like hide and then shot them real good. So it may be a
Right,
good
during
idea
this
for you to
battle,
hide.
All right,
I'll
it
have
is
to
currently
take me or I'll die.
The Banshee's turn.
Cool.
Oh shoot, I need to roll for someone
Wait, I
else.
shot, didn't I? Do I
That
not
is
have to do
going to
anything?
happen after, on your turn, which would be right after.
Done.
You guys decide who goes first of the two of you. All right, so the Banshee just kind of just groans, Banshee, and he begins twirling around like crazy, and that wrecking ball begins spinning, and then all of a sudden he launches it at you're 1, 2, you were 3, 4, you were 5, 6.
Oh no.
You're
You're gonna die.
You hate to see it. Any sort of
gonna
skill
die.
for dodging or anything?
I
Yep.
have hands.
You have hands.
I slap it.
I don't think you should slap it.
All right, he is throwing it at you. And then,
Can I roll to dodge?
yeah, that's what you're going to do.
Okay.
You're going to roll to dodge.
6.
All right, and that is plus skill, which for Banshee would be 2, so 6.
I got 11.
You got 11.
Plus skill, right?
All right, you are successfully able to dodge.
Cool.
There's a big hole in the boat now.
You were standing beside Lightning Queen's container, so there's a giant dent in it now, and you're, wow, what the hell? All right, and now it is one of your two turns.
Shoot it!
All right, you shoot. All right, roll for skill. Gosh.
No! 2.
All right. That is 1 plus 8. So
Well.
you miss with your missile. Was that a firework missile, a big boom missile, or a big move missile?
Can she move any closer? Can do a movement as well? Can, like, after she shoots, can she move closer?
Yes.
To hit it with a hammer maybe next time?
I'll move closer. Do I have the what Sarge missile?
You do not.
I didn't
That
know
is
that
JB.
existed.
JB has it, unless you gave it to. In which case, you would have had to have switched out one of your other missiles,
There was a 3-minute train ride we were on.
which
Yeah.
you can have done it. It's just you would only have that missile and then the other.
We can say we did it on the train, is
Yeah.
what he said.
If you want to
Yeah,
have already
because
done it, you
I would
can
have
have
had
already
to
done it.
carry that while I turned into a boat.
Yeah, I think you can have it and maybe have switched out one of your 3 missiles for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to use it yet.
Okay.
So I have it, but I still use Big Boom.
All right, that's big boom number 1. All right, so then you fire off the big boom. It does not seem to hit. All right, and then it's your turn.
Okay. Are there other, like, people who seem like enemies, or it's just this big fella?
There seem to be enemies that are about to come out from where that one forklift entered.
Okay, so I'm probably going to focus on them when I can, but does there seem to be some way to, like, is there a door on Lightning's box?
Yes, it's like a giant gate.
I'm going to try to get him out of there, see if I can, I guess, grappling hook it off.
Okay,
That's going to be a 12.
12. All right, that is tied for the difficulty, which means you are able to grapple onto it, and you have pulled it free just a little bit. You can tell that you will be able to pull it free completely your next turn.
Got it.
All right. Whose turn is it now? That is now Boat's turn. All right.
Bo.
You hear this giant, creaking, terrifying sound as the entire boat begins to shift, and you notice that on the tail end of this boat, there is a gigantic crane. And this crane is now hurtling itself toward you all. All right? It tries to swing right at, you are 1 and 2, right at you, but it seems to miss completely, and swing, it'll actually hit your cord, your grappling hook, and pull the door off.
Nice. I love that. Freddy Chops.
All right. Now it is. All right. You now see at the bottom of the ramp/stairs, the people that you were looking at from the door. They are just about to be entering into the fray. Do you want to react? You said you prepared an action for that.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to fire a rotor at him.
Fire rotor. All right. This is your last rotor.
Yeah. Fine.
All right.
That's going to be a 9.
Gonna roll hard for that. All right. So they take 1 damage. You have hurt the one in the front. It seems to delay him, so he's blocking off the stairs for just another turn.
Love it.
Now it is you.
All right. So the boat is it trying to attack us as well?
Yes.
All right. Well, how's the chain? Banshee?
The Banshee, it seems to have been scraped a little bit, but it just seems angry and like it's not even close to giving up.
All right. I want to shoot at it.
You're going to shoot at it?
With my
All right.
2 guns.
With your 2 guns, do you want to focus for advantage? Do you want to try and sneak up on it? Do you want
Ooh.
to try and
I'll be sneaky.
hit it once, twice, or 3 times?
I'll be sneaky
Sneaky?
with 2 shots.
Sneaky with 2 shots. All right. In order to be sneaky, I'm going to need you to roll a skill. Let's see if its skill is good. It is 4. Did you beat a 4?
I got a 7.
All right, 7. All right, you have successfully gotten behind it.
Okay.
All right, and now roll at advantage.
skill?
Hmm?
Add skill?
Yes.
9.
9. You have dinged it real good. It seems to have been irritated in its backside. All right, that is unfortunately only 1 damage.
How much damage does this guy need?
Do you guys mind if I say?
I don't care.
9 more.
Okay, yeah, we got that. We can do it.
All right. So far, he's been dealt 3.
Yeah.
All right, and now that is back at the top, and that is the Banshee. He seems angry, but at the same time, he is still spinning. He is dizzy. He doesn't seem to have noticed that it was you because it was 1, so he's going for the person who dealt him 2 damage, and that's you. And he's gonna spin
Tank, you gotta get him.
that thing around, and he's gonna start just like driving a little bit forward. And this time, instead of throwing his gigantic ball at you, he's just gonna try and swipe you with it. So that's gonna be body. His body is very good. All right, so
as you might expect.
you can do dodge, and if you want advantage, you can use your final fuel.
Can I know what I'm trying to beat?
5 plus 8, 13.
Huh. Well, that's factually not going to happen.
Remember, well, not advantage. I'm sorry. It doubles your score for movement.
Yeah. Okay.
and
Whatever.
skill. So, like, if you roll 7, you'd be good.
No, I don't need it. I don't have advantage. I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay. 5 plus 6 doubled.
All right.
22.
You dodge very deftly, and you now have that for the next 2 turns as well.
Nice.
All right, and that's only good for anything involving movement.
Got it.
All right. So that was a dodge. All right, now he has missed, and he's getting even more angry. Now, you two, which one?
Go ahead. Want to hit him with your big hammer?
Am I close enough?
He's like 10 feet away because he moved closer to him.
So yes.
Yes, if you
Okay.
want to
Yeah.
drop up.
Okay. Is it body or skill though?
Hit him with your
for
hammer.
hitting you with a hammer's body.
Okay, then it's 10.
10. All right. You go over and hit him with your hammer. It gets dinged right in his already shattered eye, and he seems furious. All right. His eye has some glass just twinkle out of it, and he looks at you. He's like, Banshee. And from there, that makes it.
I want
Yugen?
to repeat it back at him.
All right.
Banshee.
Go ahead and roll for skill.
Why? His eye is out.
No, you.
Stupid. 6, 7.
Yeah, she got a crit success.
All right. He seems very confused and almost as if you have delayed him a turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was good.
All right.
Do I still have the door on my hook?
Yes.
Fantastic. I was hoping you'd say so. Can I try to swing it and hit the one coming out of the door really hard with it?
He's not out of the door yet.
Okay, where's the...
If you want to prepare an action, you can wait till that happens and just get into the position for it.
Yeah, I want to deal with these little minions since we've
Alright.
got people dealing with the big guy.
All right. So you prepare that action. All right. And now I have already rolled for him. It is Lightning McQueen's turn. And Lightning, she's like, wow, what's going on, man? Wow.
This is different than how you act in the in the documentaries I've seen about your life.
Wow, man, I think they put something in my drink, man. Wow, I don't usually say wow this much. Wow.
That's true. They kidnapped you. They're trying to kill us now. Specifically you, because then they bring back a monster that's not Cthulhu, because we don't know what that is.
Man,
Car
you
drunk.
really must have put something weird in my drink, man. Wow.
Sure, man. You got it. There you
All
go.
right, and now he seems to want to get away, and he drives out, and he drives as far away from everyone as possible.
Good. Love it.
This boat.
All right, he rolls very well. He's deftly dodges every... No, it's disadvantage because he's very drugged. He still deftly dodges everyone. All right, and from there... All right, and now the crane seems to be very frustrated, but notably, he was avoiding everyone else, so he got close to the crane, so lightning is out of its reach, and the crane seems to take a sweep at the man who just hurt the Banshee. All right, that is plus... What plus? Oh, yeah, that is 13 for body.
Lord.
Does she roll against that?
Yes.
Am I going 8 or 6?
8.
10.
All right, that means you take 3 hit points.
No.
Even if that doesn't beat an 8? Like, what? How does her armor work?
This person got a 13
Got
with the armor and that
Yeah.
roll.
got it.
All right, so
You just drink your super fuel. Oh, I get super fuel for my thing.
all right. Well, with that, the crane sweeps down, tries to pick you up, but instead just clonks you right on the side. It hurts your left side pretty bad. You have a pretty sick dent in it. But in doing so, it also seems to have dented your eye a little bit. And now the Banshee, having heard you say Banshee in an aggressive way that it did, is even more confused because it reminds him of himself. All right. So with that, it is now your turn.
How much damage we got left?
On the Banshee,
Yeah.
that is 7.
We're doing
We got
fine.
2 damage on that turn. Alright. Does he have any, like, noticeable weak spots?
The Banshee?
Yeah. Like
There's
the
a
eye?
gaping hole where his right eye or left eye should be.
Should I shoot, like, into the hole?
You can if you want.
Alright.
Might as
I'm
well.
gonna do that, aim towards
You
that.
would have to go in front of him.
You are currently behind him, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna fly.
You're gonna fly, all right?
Yeah, no more stealth.
All right, so you're flying. Go ahead and roll for skill. Do you want to shoot
like to fly,
once,
like, out of
twice,
his
or 3
range.
times? Fly out of his range?
Yeah, so he can't, like, swing and get me.
All right.
2.
I mean, you can just do that, but it will, the further you are, the harder it will be to make the shot.
2 shots.
2 shots. All right. Go ahead and roll. That is plus skill.
11.
All right, 11. All right, that first one did not make it. All right, and roll again.
Shoot him in the eye hole.
All right, and what is that one?
11.
11. Ooh, boy. So you just hit him right in the eye, and you see just this weird ooze kind of leaking from its eye hole, and it just like, Banshee! All
I'm
right.
gonna do it again at him.
If you were to describe this vehicle, well, you couldn't say bloodied because it doesn't have blood. Oily, I guess. It's at less than half of its original hit points.
Nice.
Liz
All right.
wanted to do it again.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Skill again?
Yep.
Let's see what if this goes poorly. 5.
All right, it got a 6, so it didn't do anything to it. It seems to be a little bit too distracted by having been shot in the eye socket.
Reasonable.
All right, and with that, you're taking your turn, meaning it is now the cars in their turn. So you see the one that has a piece of propeller sticking out of it, just like poke its head out, and you're just gonna fly and swing into it.
Yeah, I want to, whatever way I can swing the door hardest at him.
All right. Do you want to sideswipe him, which will probably do more damage to him, or do you want to approach from the front, which might like create a door they can't get out of?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to block the hallway with it,
Alright.
while also hurting him.
All right. Go ahead and roll for skill.
You got it. That's gonna be a 10.
Actually, this one will just be 10. All right, and that would be movement because you were driving into it, so that is 20, which means you beat the hard, which means 12. So you have successfully created a door, and also I'm going to roll for this poor sucker. All right, plus 4, 10. All right, and what did you do? That was skill, which was what? All right, now roll for body. See how hard this guy gets hit.
Got it. Which is also doubled?
No.
Ah, coward. That's gonna be 6.
All right, you can't tell if he was hit at all.
Okay, but
But you imagine that he's, in the very least, not coming out of there for a bit.
cool.
All right.
Love it.
All right, and that makes it the Banshee's turn. In just sheer agony, the Banshee is distraught, distracted, and just starts flailing wildly. He begins spinning his ball in a very tight circle, very, very fast. All right, anyone who is near him, which would be not you, just you. All right, so go ahead and roll a... all right, I'll give it to you. You can roll for body and see if you just want to take the damage or take the hit, or you can roll for skill and then roll for body at disadvantage.
I don't know.
If you roll for skill, you can dodge entirely,
I have one skill.
I would think stick with the body, see if you
Okay.
can,
All right.
I'm
for
gonna
lack of a
die.
better word, tank it.
Mhm.
If you die, it'll be a lovely, sad character moment.
Do I add 8 or 3?
8.
8.
Oh gosh, I'm so nervous.
13.
13. All right. He just barely misses you. Grazes just like a little scratch right there on the top. You are good. He did not do any damage to you. All right. With that, it is now your guys' turn.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
You know, hit him?
Yeah, let's hit him, I
I
guess.
think that'd be the move.
Sure, we're gonna hit him. Am I doing body? Is that
Yeah.
what the hit is? 13.
13, and with his body. 8, 12. All right. You hit him with that hammer one more again. You hit him. Where do you want to hit him?
So I'd say keep going for
I
the
guess
eye.
the eye socket
Ooh,
thing.
you-
What?
This is metagaming, but you could hit him where you got hit, so you keep replicating the dents on you guys, and I don't know, confusing him.
Relate to him. Make him more
I
sad.
got hit though, dude.
You
On
got
your
it
left side.
on your left side. Well, also, I don't know that Tank would be that smart. So,
No.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Eye socket.
Yeah.
Eye socket. All right. You go ahead, and as soon as you do that, you just get a nice gushy squirt of some fluids,
E.
and he just starts, Banshee! Banshee!
I'll repeat it.
He seems very confused. At this point, go ahead and roll for skill, I guess.
Oh, come on.
Boo.
He only has +2 to skill.
This isn't fun. I got 2.
All right. It doesn't seem to put him off at all. He's very upset about his eye that is not there. All right.
So the door seems at least blocked for now.
Mm-hmm. It'll take at least a hit or two from them to get it open.
Got it. And the crane is away from the Banshee, like on the other side of the boat.
Yes, but he's being it's being swung around you guys. So
No, yeah,
the head of it is right there.
Yeah. What is he swinging? Just his hook or what?
The Banshee or the boat?
The boat.
He's swinging one of those giant magnets from Cars 2.
Got it. I guess I'll see if I can grapple. Just try to grab the magnet. Also, try to wrest control of it. Just at least.
All right.
Opposed athletics, I guess.
All right, that's going to be skill.
Love it. Ooh, I did well. 12.
All right, you have grabbed a hold of it. Now roll for body to see if you have enough strength to fight it. You can double this because this is your last round of fuel.
Okay, that's going to be a 12.
All right,
Double, yeah.
12 doubled.
No, it is 6. It doubled to 12.
All right, it manages to pull you, as it does have, I believe, 10 body.
More than the Banshee?
It's a gigantic boat.
Whatever.
It has no skill and no mods. It just has this one thing that it's very strong.
Fine.
All right, it pulls you, and you are now away from the fray and technically grappled.
Okay.
All right, and that makes it Lightning McQueen's turn, and he's just gonna kind of rest because he's freaked out right now. All right, and that makes it.
I think the crane.
Yeah, the crane.
Yeah.
All right, the crane has a hold of you, and it's just going to try and toss you into the water.
Love it.
All right, now roll for body.
I can't see. My glasses are off. 8.
8. All right, that's 5. All right, go ahead and take 2.
Okay.
2.
I'm at 2.
You're at 2. All right, you now have water damage.
Cool. That's also fun.
All right, and now it is your turn.
Alright, I'm flying still because I shot out his eye.
Yep.
His eye hole. Can he see me with his other eye?
I mean, he's twirling around in what I would describe as a rage.
Okay, can I go to the boat controls? Is there a boat control part?
Yes.
Alright, I want to go in there and turn off the boat.
I mean, in order to turn off the boat itself, you have to go inside, which is now blocked by a gate that has been placed there.
One door.
But the controls that you can have access to are the crane controls.
Oh, can I turn it off or can I
You could theoretically operate
Make
it.
him operate him into the ocean.
You'd have to the crane?
Yeah, like steer him into the ocean.
The crane.
Crane's attached to the boat.
Oh,
It doesn't.
okay,
It's not
gotcha.
like got wheels or anything.
So
Yeah.
can I like turn it off?
Maybe.
You could also use it against them. Like start hitting the cars that come
against
out.
the Banshee.
The Banshee, or if the cars get out, you can magnum them and throw them in the
All
water.
right, I want to do that.
All right. So you're gonna go over there
Yep.
and try and get control. Roll
Yep.
for skill.
7.
7. All right, and let's roll for the boat. It's got 2 skills, so that's 4. You beat it. All right, you now have the ability to either turn off or control the crane.
All right, I guess I'll control the crane.
All right, what would you like to do? You're currently attached to your good friend Frederick Chopopoulos Freddy.
Oh no.
Am I attached to the magnet or are cables?
Cable really close to the magnet itself. You're underwater because it is thrown you underwater. You might be able to get free.
Can I like pull him up?
Yes.
I want to pull him up.
All right, you go ahead and do so.
Ugh.
Do I have to roll?
Roll for skill. All right, you're good.
You're good.
Roll for skill was to see if she hurts you or not, and it was an easy one, so it was only 4. So you're good.
Cool.
All right, he's out of the water.
He's out of the water. All right, you can do one more
Can
action
I
if you wish.
magnet some of those cars?
All right, you will probably want. Well, the cars are inside.
Can she prepare?
You can
Ready
prepare.
in action?
And that would be better because if you prepare, he will have time to
Okay.
unlatch himself.
Do that.
Love it.
All right, you prepare, and that means it is now their turn. Body. All right, 1,
Bad.
2,
Bad.
3,
Okay.
4. All right, 5. All right, that is 1 success. They need 2 more. Man, they're not very strong. All right, so you hear a thud. We hear a bunch of thuds, but one of them seems to have actually moved the gate a little bit.
Nice.
All right, and with that, it is now the Banshee's turn. All right, he has just flailed one more final time down upon his enemy, his friend, his confusing
Friend.
duelist, and
Can I
rolling
say
at disadvantage.
Friend? Does
So
that
that's
help?
2, so that's 10 total for body. If you say friend, you will have to do it after he swings.
Okay. Wait, so do I have
He
to
rolled
defend?
with disadvantage. You do have to defend.
Can she also be trying to do non-lethal damage?
Yes.
You knock him out instead of kill him.
Right
If-
now?
Yeah, just if you like him. You seem like you like him. Okay.
He's swinging at me. And I'm a body, right?
Mm-hmm.
12.
All right. He swings and misses. There's now a giant dent right beside you. Banshee! Banshee! All right. And now it is your guys' turn.
You go ahead.
I really want to use my Doc missile. Is he like the big bad?
I mean, we could maybe.
Or Sarge missile?
It seems like the boat itself is more threatening than the
So knock
Banshee.
him and then use the missile on the boat, maybe?
Well, let's maybe see if we can get the boat back to port. But I would say
Alright.
go ahead and knock out the
Let's
Banshee.
hit the Banshee.
All right. You're rolling to hit it with a hammer or your missile.
Hammer.
All right. That's body then.
Mm-hmm. I got 14.
All right. You managed to hit it with your hammer. Where are you hitting again?
Eyeball.
Eyeball. All right. Another last squirt. It's just oozing, and it almost looks as if the ooze is like a tear coming down because it's just in so much pain from its eye that is being shot and hit with a hammer. All right. It is not dead, but it is looking real bad. All right.
I've used my projectiles.
Mm-hmm.
Am I untangled from the?
You can untangle yourself.
I will try that.
All right. You are untangled. Roll for skill. All right. You're fine. It did not hurt you to untangle.
Cool.
All right.
The crane is taken care of. They're occupied. They're not gonna. I guess I'll prepare an action just in case they get out to grab one and toss them.
All right. Okay, that makes it Lightning McQueen's turn. Again, he seems to be just kind of worried, but at this point he's like backing away because you just went into the crane room and he's scared. And then that is the crane itself. All right, so the crane is going to try and wrest control of itself back from you. That is a skill check, so competing skill. And that is +2, so 5. You gotta roll against a 5.
7.
You win. All right, it does not manage to get control of itself again. All right, and that makes it your turn.
Okay. So I prepared
Mm-hmm.
for what?
For if they get through that wall.
Did they get through the wall?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use the magnet. Will it reach Banshee
Yes.
like his wrecking ball?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to use that to try and like yank the wrecking ball off of him.
I mean, it's attached.
I said, what is that?
All right, go ahead and roll for skill.
10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's good enough. Okay, 10, and now roll for body.
4.
No, it's 3 plus the body of the boat, which is 10, so it's 13 plus that body, that is 13. Ooh, it does not hurt him, but you have grappled him. You've
Alright.
grappled the Banshee, cannot use its weapon right now.
Okay. We need to chop off the wrecking ball, guys.
I've used all my chops. Freddy's all out of chops.
Oh no.
All right, so you have grappled the Banshee. That means it is now their turn, so we're going to roll 5 more. All right, failed. That is a success. That's a fail. That is a success. All right, they have burst through your prepared action. You can now throw one of them off. All right, do you grab onto the first one?
Is he the one who looks hurt?
He's the one who has a bit of propeller inside of his face.
That's the only way I can do damage now, so I guess, yeah.
All right.
Man, I'm rolling them.
That's a
6s
skill.
now. That's 12.
All right, and their dodge would be +4, so that's 9. You got him. All right, you have him, and do you just want to drive over and drop him? All right, now you have dropped him, and he is in the water, probably drowning.
Hey, man.
Nice.
All right, and with that, it is now one more has a turn, so that means one more comes out, and he just starts firing his gun right at the tank, who is the only one in front of him. So that is a skill +4, so that is 8. I don't think that does any damage to
Yeah,
him.
you can't get lower than an 8. Yeah.
All right, so you get hit with some bullets that just bounce off of you.
Wow.
All right, and that was their turn. That is now Banshee's turn, and Banshee is grappled, and he's going to try and get control back from the crane, which means he's going to do a body, which is 1 + 8, so 9, and now you roll for the crane. 1 + 10, that is 11. He does not manage to get free.
Nice.
All right, he is grappled. That means it is your guys' turn.
Good.
The Banshee is still
Banshee's
alive.
still bansheeing, yeah.
Yeah, we'll hit him.
Take him out.
11.
11, and he's rolling at disadvantage because he's grappled. All right, 2. All right, so what did you get at?
11.
11. All right, that is, he's not hurt. He is grappled, but he is perfectly fine because he's got way too much body. Wait a minute, does he have? He has 8 bodies.
He has
so
8.
He takes 1. He is just right. He's just about to fall over. He is so hurt.
If you had to quantify it, maybe 1 damage left.
1 damage left would
Cool.
be a good way to
Like tap
quantify
him.
that.
I want to
Hammer.
toss another one.
Toss another one. All right. Roll for skill.
Actually, can I toss one at the Banshee?
You can, but because of the trajectory, you would have to dodge hitting tank.
I'll just throw him in the water then.
All right.
It's going to be an 8.
All right.
Like
That
I
is
do.
an 8. That is a tie. You have him grappled.
Okay. Is he in the air or just like...
Just grappled.
Cool.
All right.
Can I yank the thing again?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll for control. That's 7.
7.
All right. Tie. So you don't lose control, but you aren't able to move it.
Alright. Shoot him.
Shoot him. All right.
Final shot.
There is a lot in the way, so you'd have to roll very well to be able to shoot him.
Perfect 6.
All right. In order to shoot him, you would need to roll, I believe, a 12.
I could only roll an 11.
All right. So, yeah, that I would not
All right.
advise that.
Don't shoot him then.
All right.
Missile?
I can missile. Can I missile?
Missiling at point blank would not be good for either of you.
Also, you have 1 damage left. Just hit him with your hammer again, I'd say.
Yeah.
No.
One missile.
If you turn your missile around, you could shoot where all the people are that he's been grappling.
How many are there?
4 more.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll use Doc's missile. Or not Doc, what's his name? Sarge's
Sarge?
missile.
So your turn.
I don't
I don't
know.
think so.
Okay.
All right, so that was your turn, which means it is... Crane did not get control of itself. All right, that means there are 4 of these guys. All right, so the 4 try to pile out, but they're being kind of blocked. So they're all just kind of barely out of the door now because of the blockage that you have just created. There are just 4 of them all in a row, and they're all going to open fire. All right.
I assume at me, the one who is connected by
The
wire.
one who is connected is not able to fire because he's been grappled, and the other 3, one of them is aiming at Tank and does not do any damage. The other 2, one of them at 5 plus 4, so 9. All right, go ahead. No, you can't get worse than a 9. All right, so you're good again. And then the last one is aiming at you. And that is a... Wait, that is a skill, so yeah, for 10. Go ahead and you can try to roll for skill to dodge, or you can try and roll for body alone. But if you roll for skill, then your body would be at disadvantage.
What am I trying to beat?
A 10.
Body's not going to. Body's never going to get there. So. Okay, that's an 8 to dodge, which means I don't, right?
Correct.
Oh, well, yeah, it's disadvantage. 3 plus 4, 7.
7, alright, and that is 1 gun, so 10, alright, that is, you take, I think, 3.
Oops, I'm dead.
Alright,
Ready, job.
this is one of those good, you now have to make death saving throws,
Yeah,
but that will be on your next turn,
got it.
and unfortunately you're going to be at disadvantage for your first one because you will be crashing.
Got it.
You have to do what?
3 death saving throws, 3. This is good for the audience as well. We've sort of forgotten you're here, but hello. Death saving throws are like if you are health points are down to 0, you roll, and if you get 3 good rolls, you just are unconscious. If you get 3 bad rolls, you're dead forever.
Oh no.
Alright,
Wow.
so that was your turn. It is now, well, no, that was their turn. That means it is now Banshee's turn. Banshee is still grappled, so he's going to try and get out of that. That is a 12. All right, go ahead and roll. Plus 10, that's 13. All right, he does not get free. All right, and then that makes it your 2 turn.
We've got to make us throw this.
I'll go ahead and make my throw since
Just
you said first one was a disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. What am I trying to beat? A 3? Cool.
All right, that is 1 failure. All right,
Wait, so are you dead now?
No, I need
and
to
you have now landed onto the ship.
go ahead and shoot him.
Yeah.
Will she hit me?
You had grappled, so you are near them. You would have to roll very well on a skill to not hit him.
Yeah, that's bad.
I would say probably take out Banshee first.
All right, we'll hit Banshee. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 14.
14.
No, 13. I'm sorry.
13, and he's at disadvantage. That is 12. Well, he's already gone. All right, you do one last hammer smash, and you just destroy the remnants of his skull on that side, caving in Banshee's face, and you just... And now Banshee has been destroyed.
Yay!
Can I start moving towards
Yeah,
the
Banshee.
other people?
Yes, you can. All right, you are there, right by them.
Oh, I don't want to be right by them because I want to shoot them. Just
All right.
like closer. So
And I'm assuming, like, so that he's not in the way?
Yeah.
All right.
Love it.
All right. That makes it Lightning's turn. He notices that the helicopter just crashed, so he drives on over to you. And on seeing the people with the guns, he is frightened and stands still. He seems to want to help, but he is too frightened to help right now.
It's reasonable.
All right. The Korean is going to try and wrest control back. That is a skill, so that's 3. Can you beat a 3? You already have. Right, it does not have control. All right, that makes it your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take the magnet and I'm gonna pull it over towards where those cars are with the guns. So I try to like get their guns on the magnet.
All right. You're just gonna try and get their guns.
You can probably get the cars
They're
themselves.
completely metal. All right. So go ahead and roll for skill. Now that is 7 plus 2. That is 8. All right. You were not able to do that.
All right. Can I do it again?
No, you could move if you want.
All right. I don't want to move.
Yeah, you being in the crane is the best thing that's
Yeah, I
happened
like
in
being
this
in the
fight.
crane.
All right.
So I'll just bring it back to prepare to go back over.
All right. You have prepared it.
Okay.
All right, and that makes it the other. Well, the other one is now not grappled, so there are 4 gunmen. All right, that first one is firing at. Well, actually, I think they're all just going to fire at you, Tank. I'm sorry. That's a 9.
Well,
Your body will always get a 9. Beat it up.
All right, all of them have fired at you, and all of the bullets have been deflected off. Man, giving them +4 to body has not helped them very much.
Yep.
Man, being a tank is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Back. Banshee's dead. Back to Liz. Back to me dying.
Yep.
4, 5, 6 are what I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
All right,
have to see
that is
that.
that is a pass. All right, and there are no critical successes or failures in this. Okay. All right, and that's you.
shoot him with the Sarge missile.
Yeah.
All right, I will say the Sarge missile seems to be a much heavier round than you are used to.
Wreck the boat.
Would it wreck the Freddy chops?
There's a good chance it would wreck the entire boat. You have a feeling that this missile was not designed to take out bad guys so much as Cthulhu.
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
I guess use the firework one then.
The
I mean,
firework-
you could have switched out the firework for.
Who was my other missile though?
You used Big Boom. You could have switched out the firework for the
Could have
Sarge
two
and
Big
then have
Booms and
another
Sarge.
Big Boom.
But where did my other missile go?
You swapped it for the Sarge.
Yeah, but can I get it
It's
back?
just
I
in
haven't
the
used
train.
it yet.
It-
It's in the
Oh,
train.
You left it in the train.
Stupid.
A train.
Dumb.
They don't like it when bombs are in trains.
Fine, we'll use a big boom.
All right, the Big Boom. All right,
Dumb.
go ahead.
2.
Advantage
2?
for just shooting into the middle of a big
I mean,
group.
you're very close, so
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Also, roll for 4 times.
4 times?
Yes.
2.
Oh no.
Come on. 5. One more time.
Mm-hmm.
7.
7. All right.
Kill those cars. Kill those cars.
All right. The one that... No, wait. You already took care of the one with the piece in its face. All right. You have successfully exploded 1 of the 4. And the other 3 have all taken 1.
That's fine. That's good.
And that means it is your turn. So it is... Crane wants control again. That is 6. You roll for skill.
6.
All right.
Plus
You
5.
now have advantage on your next roll for skill.
Okay.
All right. And that makes it your turn.
I can
Alright.
help you.
How many cars are left?
Maybe
3.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and hover over them.
All right. And you're just going to pick them up.
Yeah, pick them up again.
All right. Go ahead and roll for skill with advantage.
6.
All right. You're good.
Okay.
You have picked up all 3 of them.
All right, I'm gonna swing them in that water.
All right. Go ahead and roll for body. That's 13. And for a hard, because, yep, you swung all 3 of them into the water.
Yeah. Woo.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat,
Love
and
it.
lightning has rushed over to you and seems to be performing some form of first aid.
We're not going to get into what it is because, gosh, what is it? But
He has propped you up on your side and has tried to snap you out of it and lifted up one of your propellers that is bent.
so basically, I'm
He's positioned you and you're stable.
stable. Boop, bap.
I like to think of lightning as a generic, Final Fantasy main character who has a little bit of white magic.
Sure, why not?
So you have saved Lightning McQueen.
Cool. Can I wake up?
Yep.
Hey, we gotta get back to the land.
Mm-hmm.
Can Can we turn... Listen, obviously you're part of some intelligence agency.
No idea what you're talking about.
There's a magic train. Sure. Do you have a phone? We'll look away or whatever you need. Can you...
Turn around.
Cool.
Alright, I call my agencies.
All right, they seem to be happy that you have found Lightning McQueen, and they say that they're going to pick you up very soon.
Are you picking up my friends too?
They seem confused by the fact that you have friends with you on a mission,
Apologies.
but they
The
say,
tank and
sure, that shouldn't be a
Freddy
problem.
shops. Great. Alright,
Oh.
someone's coming for us.
All right,
JB, you've opened your heart to friendship.
all right.
Alright.
They pick you up. All seems well. Lightning McQueen is taken to a care facility to like assess his health, his mental health, and all that. He's doing well. Everyone seems to be fine. All of the spies have recovered. Everyone is doing great, and you have saved the day from Cardra.
I'm gonna go outside and shoot my missile.
All right. You shoot your missile into the sky, and at first it seems to be a mistake. You think you may have fired your fireworks missile, but then you realize that the beautiful fire and explosion, it's not getting smaller or dissipating, and it seems to just be growing and getting brighter and brighter, and the entire temperature of the area around you seems to rise by at least 5 degrees, and you see just the most terrifyingly sun-like creation in the just sky that you have ever noticed. And after the 3-minute explosion is over, you think that it's nighttime because at first you can't see anything because you stared for a little bit too long.
God.
But you
Well,
eventually get a little bit of your eyesight back and you realize, no, it's midday.
I'm assuming I'm there. Tank, for God. Okay.
tread the tanker.
And that's where we'll end this special. I'm gonna say almost certainly we edited that into 2 parts because it was 2.5 hours of recording. But thanks so much for listening. Thank you very, very much to Liz and Liz, who came on and were a huge help and really great sports and role played very, very well. Tank the Tread. Tread the Tank, Treadly Tanks is one of my favorites ever now. But if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do that at the Chat. If you want to email us, you can email us thecachat@gmail.com. And do you all know our sign-off? Pop quiz.
Buzz like a bee.
This is a podcast about cars. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Bishop, and I'm Lucas Southworth. Car you later.
No, that's the end of the episode.
Remember to flow like a Cadillac.
Say it. Say it.
It's being like a beamer.
Nice.